Just like I promised, baby, baby, I love you. Hey y'all, happy Friday. What's up, what's up, what's up, everybody? Let me see who is in the chat, baby. Shout out to the ones who told me to bring the music back. I was supposed to do a poll, y'all, but I said, you know what? Because it's a lot that want the music, and some, they have issues with minimizing the lives while the music is playing. So what I'm gonna do is, when I'm doing shorter lives, like if I know I won't be on long, I'll use my intro. And for the lives I know I'll probably be on 2 hours or whatever, I won't use it. That way it's fair. That's how we gonna handle that. But happy Friday, y'all. I hope y'all had a blessed Friday work day. Let's see who we got in the chat. Oh, and also, for the ones who do send super chats and super stickers from here on out, if you send them while I'm not live, like if you're in here before me and you just waiting, those will be read first. Before I read any comments, I will read all of those super stickers first or whatever. Those will definitely be read first. The only thing I ask y'all is try to if you have to use certain words like ABUSC, try to put, different letters in it, because YouTube flags certain words. So that's why I don't always read them, to make it easier. Hey Kayla, I love you more, boo boo. Hey Aisha, hey Robin Lots. We got Ro Baby, Tasha Newsom, Snooky, Toya Wilson, Miss Josephine, Candy Girl. We got Miss Shawnee, Miss Angela Dickerson, I love you more, Rebecca Belton. Let's see, my bro Terry. We got K Monet, K Brown, Treasure Life, Miss Nancy Davis, Precious B. We got Truth Slayer, Fixing My Crown, Spicy Brown, Talk Sweet to Scorpio Goddess Latte, Miss Lolita. We got Miss Catherine Williams. We got Charlene, Brandy Gibson, Miss Tracy Johnson. I seen that. I seen Miss Season Post. We got Miss Witty. We got Miss Stephanie Landry, Miss Shalene, NXS, Ariane, Meet Us, my Louisiana sister, Jazzy Red, K-Sun, Kimberly Merrills, Raw True, I Love You More. You knew I was going to bring that music back, girl. I've been missing it too. Sunshine, N0504 in the building. We got Annie, Miss Valencia. We got Nika, Jazzy Red, Miss Margaret, Rakita, Kiana with the Q. We got the Big Gamer, Christina Mills, Miss Ilka. We got, hold up, y'all, Miss Sexy Ray, Robin Buttercup, Kimberly W. We got, hold on, StreamYard. Come on now, slow down. You're going a little too fast. We got Ruby Dixon, Miss Strawberries. Hold on, y'all, bear with me. Sabi Marie, Luscious Lips, Miss Donna Holland. We got Miss Flo B, Blessings Right Back at you, Miss Vicky Queen, Miss Rosinette. We got Lux Pearl, my girl. We got Miss Deborah Rice, A. Stokes, Miss E. Who else? Let's see. Hold on, y'all. I'm so glad to be gaming. She said, I was just feeling down until I came here. I love to hear good content and good music. Thanks, Lupa. You welcome, my girl. Blessed beyond measures, Miss Gloria Dent. We got JB, School Psych 25. Miss Sharon Murphy, Miss Stephanie Turner. Let's see. We have so much in comments. If only you know. Wait, what I miss, Raw True? What did I miss, girl? I'm chosen. I love you more. Coco Austin. Who else? Let's see. Miss Lysander. Miss Fee. We got hold on. I think I said Miss Shawnee. I am her 888, Sadie Neal, Miss Red, Lady Leo, Sage in the city. What's up, Sage? J Messiah. I am good. Thank you. Yes, y'all, make sure y'all hitting that like button on y'all way in. If y'all don't forget, just tap that little like, baby. Keep us in that algorithm. That's how we keep these videos and stuff going and flowing in the algorithm, okay? Get more people in the building. Sunshine. Real Talk with Pratt. What's up, bro? Okay. Tamika Reigns. I love doing these earlier lives because I see so many of the faces that I don't see on the regular. Because I know a lot of y'all in different time zones, so it makes a big difference. Hey, Coco. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. It just warms my heart seeing all my people. A lot of y'all that been rocking with me since the beginning actually be on the earlier lives, which is crazy how it's separated, but I try to split it up if I can. I see JB. Miss Lolita say, hey, Lupac and Chad, you are doing a dang thing with those receipts. Much respect. Thank you, Miss Lolita. Y'all make sure y'all go watch my latest video. Matter of fact, I'm going to, hey, Prosperity, I'm going to show y'all a little piece of it, but I want y'all to go run up the views on that video. So I ain't going to show all of it. But I'm going to show y'all, it's a receipt that I found. Some of y'all probably watched it already, but it's a receipt I found that it's from way back, y'all. Of course, it was a post and delete, but I couldn't believe I had found that receipt. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm gonna show that to y'all on this live. Hey, Miss Vicky Austin. Hey, Nakia. Hey, Valina's Live. Shout out to everybody that's in here. Yes, y'all hit the like button if you would like to donate to me monetarily. You can hit that Cash App, $Lupac1. No amount goes unnoticed or unappreciated. Also, you can hit that buy me a coffee. You can go on my website if you want cookies. You can get a membership if you want to get in on the exclusive content. All of it supports my channel. But definitely hit that like button. That's free 99, baby. Free 99. Okay. All right, y'all. So the title of my live today, and I won't be on here long because it's Friday. My man is home. You know, we've been in our little honeymoon stage while he on vacation. Okay. But listen, anyways, I've been putting out a lot of content for y'all. And I know y'all see I done did like probably 6 videos in the last 6 or 7 in the last 3 days. Just yesterday, I think I put out 3 videos for y'all. So I've been giving y'all that content, baby. Pac been giving y'all some content, okay? Listen. So today I'm gonna kind of take it easy. I don't know if I'm gonna work on a video later, but it's definitely gonna be some lives later going on that I definitely want to be tuned in on. So that's why I won't be on here too long, y'all. But I don't know what we gonna do today. We probably go eat somewhere or something because I'm not cooking jack-ish, okay? I'm not cooking nothing today. My kids is gone. But anyways, let me see. Hold on. Let me go back up, y'all. I see she's still over there barking. Hey, Brandy. And thank you, I'm Chosen, for putting my links in the chat. Yes, y'all, support Pac, baby. Pac been giving y'all that pressure for the last 3 days, okay? Hey, Andrea. Let me see. Who did I miss? I don't think I missed nobody. I think I got everybody. Because y'all know I like to shout out everybody that come through, at least when I'm first getting in here. Hey, Miss Marlene. Free 99, Latte. Free 99. Hey, Miss Cheryl Daggs, my Louisiana sister. Hey, Lolo. It's Lorinda. Hey, Pretty Green Eyes. Okay, y'all. So my live is titled, Hey, Michelle the Bell. Stop disrupting your own peace by watching people who are not even checking slash sending for you. And I before I get into that, y'all, I did see Miss Season's post on Facebook. Somebody sent it to me, but I went on her page and seen it or whatever. And I don't know why that girl looked familiar. I'm like, and I don't stay in Georgia. But that face, she has a very familiar face. Hey, Miss White, healed by his stripes. Okay, girl. Her face look, she has one of those familiar faces, y'all. Like, I'm not lying. When I seen those pictures on Miss Season page, I was like, bruh, she has a very familiar face. Like, she really does. Like, I've seen her on the internet or something. But she also looks young. She don't look like she's real old, and she kind of got like a face of confusion, like she's low key confused or whatever. And I'm basing it off of what I seen on the pictures. Like she was looking in the camera in the door. God forgive me. She was looking in the doorbell camera. She like she was kind of lost, y'all. Hey, Rizzy Ozzy. Hey, Miss Flo B. Yeah, she looked like she was. I don't know if Miss Season is in here, but she looked like she was lost. Like she didn't look like she was older. She kind of gave me, even though she was a heavier girl, she still gave me baby face. Like she might have been 19, 18, 19, 20. That's what her face gave. She was confused, like she might have been at the wrong house. But my thing too is, because I seen, hey Lena, I seen Miss Season's caption where she said she stayed in the house about 11 minutes total. So my thing is, she didn't look like she was slow. So if you know you in the wrong house, you ain't gonna stay in somebody's house that long. First of all, who in their right mind gonna walk in somebody's house anyways without knocking or anything? Because I'm pretty sure that I seen a lot of the comments under Miss Season's post, and people were, kind of inquiring about how she got in. So my thing is, I know for a fact I live in a decent area. A lot of my family lives in decent areas. We country, y'all. So a lot of country people leave their doors unlocked. So I don't know how they do it in Georgia. I'm not familiar with Miss Season area or whatever, but we don't lock our doors all the time. Like during the day, the doors unlock, whatever, whatever. But I remember it brought up a memory where one of my uncles on my mom's side, they live in the country also, y'all, and they had a neighbor that she was, mentally disabled or whatever, and she would walk a lot up and down the road, and the neighbors knew to kind of watch out for her because she would do certain things. A lot of times when you're in the country, everybody on that road becomes family. Neighbors become family, baby. But this lady in particular, she literally walked in my uncle's house one day and was just sitting on the sofa watching TV. Like they was in the room, they was laying down in the room, and they heard some noises or whatever, but she was in the living room watching TV on the sofa, y'all. Like, so all they did was, hey honey, hey beyond you, shout out to everybody that's just getting in here. All they did was just call her family down the road to come get her, because they knew, like I say, she was mentally unstable or whatever. So they didn't call the cops or anything like that, but it's just the fact, but people do. Like I said, it's a country thing, y'all. It's a country thing. So if you're not familiar, it is definitely done. Because I know in my area, that's what people do. They leave their doors unlocked. We don't have no break-ins or nothing like that. Hey, dreamy girl. Now, don't get it twisted. Announce, baby, you gonna be dragged out. So don't get it twisted, but it's definitely common in the country areas to leave your doors unlocked, or decent areas. Ain't nobody worried about nobody walking in their house in Louisiana, I can tell you that. But that's Georgia, so that's a different thing. But like I said, it didn't give forced entry. It gave that maybe the door was unlocked and she walked in, so I don't know, y'all. Miss Season didn't give all the details to kind of say what actually happened, but it definitely gave that she just walked in the house. It didn't look like forced entry. She ain't had no broke nail. Them long claws she had on, child. So she definitely ain't break no nail trying to get through a window or nothing like that. So I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But yeah. We'll see if Miss Season gives some more details on it. But like I say, that she definitely has a familiar face. It looked like I seen that girl's face somewhere on social media, or she could just be a familiar face. Period. Kimberly says she had on some black. She didn't have on no gloves. I seen long white nails. I didn't see gloves, y'all. I ain't seen no gloves. Ro Baby said we used to leave the door unlocked back in the day. Now we don't. Not now though. It just depends, you know. See, so you familiar with it. It just depends on where you live, the type of area you live in. You have a lot of break-ins. Like I say, it's very common for country. I know my type of country, because you know it's different types of country. Because you got my country and then you got foot meat country. That's two totally different levels of country, baby. So it just it just depends, y'all. It depends. Exactly. And that's common too. Back in the day, you know, you can leave your door unlocked and people be scared to just walk up in anybody's house because that's trespassing. You don't know if you're going to come out of there walking into somebody ish now. So I don't know what the case is with that young lady, but hopefully Miss Season fill us in when she find out what actually happened. Hopefully she'll come back and let us know, okay? Because that was weird. That was real weird, baby. I ain't just walking in and you standing there for 11 minutes, child. And I'm pretty sure she was able to time her based on her doorbell camera, y'all. The time she went in and then the time it caught her coming out. So I'm guessing she wasn't home when it happened. But I know I definitely wouldn't leave my door unlocked if I'm not home. Ain't leaving it unlocked if I ain't home. Now, if I'm home, that's different. Because ain't nobody crazy enough to walk in, okay? Do you know a blues singer by the name of Bo? He was here in Chicago last night. No, I never heard of him, Brandy. I never heard of that name. Hey, Nita M. Hey, Barbie. Shout out to everybody that's just getting in here, y'all. But, like I said, the title of this live is Stop Disrupting Your Own Peace by Watching People Who Are Not Even Checking/Sending for You. And the reason why I got the live title like that is because I feel like a lot of the unnecessary conflict comes from people watching other people's stuff. And y'all know I say this all, and this is in general, so I don't need no bone carriers going carry and saying Pac said this about you, because this is not for nobody in particular, because I don't, you know, it's not that serious for me. I'm not checking for nobody on social media. I'm not watching people's pages with ill intentions or none of that. So I could care less about all that mess and stuff. This is just a general topic, and mainly because there's so many trolls who are doing it. That's the main reason for the title of my live, y'all, because it's so many trolls that say support Laonia and the other side, but they're watching our pages to see what they can do to report us or, you know, dox us or anything like that. It's not that serious. Stop watching our channels. Why? How? I don't understand the dynamic, the mental capacity of it all. Watching somebody who you don't like. Like, how you don't support me, but you know everything I talk about. Literally down to the T. I swear the trolls give more support than my actual supporters. That is so weird to me. Stop watching us if you know you disagree with what we talking about. That would save a lot of confusion. A whole lot, I promise you. If the people that are the content subjects not worried, then why are y'all worried? Y'all claim these people are so peaceful and they ain't worried about nothing. They living their best life. Well, why you worried? Why are you worried then? Mind the business that pays you, because that's what I'm doing. Like, I just don't get it. I don't understand it. And they think it's the whole bullying aspect of thinking that they can bully you out of your content. Baby, I don't know where you from, but that don't slide out here. I've been on this saga since the beginning and not once stopped. So if you ain't stop me in the beginning, what makes you think you can stop me now? And what they don't realize is I'm not famous. I'm not famous. I'm not an influencer. I don't have my business on the internet. I don't put my relationship, nothing on the internet. So if you go checking for it, then guess what? You checking for it. I'm not putting it out there. So it's a difference. What I speak on is what's on the internet. I don't have to go pay for background checks and all of these different background or whatever to get the information that I put out there. It's already on the internet. Literally. Hey, Christy Smith. Hey, I am the cloud. Like, it's on the internet. That's the part that y'all not understanding. We not stealing these people information. It's on the internet. She's putting it out herself. And we just giving commentary and rebuttaling it with what she puts out herself. Literally. So what's the problem? Why is it that I don't see y'all doing that to people who covering Krishan Rock, people who covering Royal, whatever, and CJ? Like, none of these people getting that energy, but this girl. Why are y'all digging and doing background checks and all of this towards content creators who clearly their business is not on the internet for a reason? If I'm speaking against it, I'm speaking against it because I don't move like that. You ain't gonna find a relationship post or argument about Pac on the internet. That's not gonna happen because I don't move like that. That's why I could speak against it. But if you paying for background checks, and it's matter of fact, if y'all find some, please share it. Share everything. Share everything. Don't pick and choose what you want to share. Not saying that they are, y'all. I'm just speaking, I'm just saying or whatever. But it's just the fact, like, they not grasping how blogging works. You can't attack people for doing things that bloggers do. It's nothing illegal going on my channel. It ain't no harassment. It ain't none of that. Ain't no bullying. It ain't none of that. Just because you don't like what I talk about, that does not make it wrong. I cannot stress that enough. Just stop watching my channel. I don't know. And then y'all doing it for free. What are y'all getting out of doing this for people who don't give two F's about y'all? That's the craziest part of it. These people that y'all idolizing, that y'all willing to go to jail behind, don't care about you at all. Probably mispronouncing your name. Hey, Tawana. Hey, Mr. Minda. Y'all, it's just aggravating. Like, leave us alone. We doing our jobs. When I get ready to move on to the next content subject, that's when I'll move on. You can't move my feet, baby. You can't threaten me to move my feet. You can't. I don't work like that. I don't operate like that. If anything, you're going to make me buckle down. Keep messing with me and I'm going to buckle down. Because I really don't give all my energy to my blogging channel. And I could be giving more. I really don't, because I have a lot going on outside of YouTube. But leave people alone. I'm good, Cree. You say, Pac, you okay? I am good. I'm just speaking against the trolls and stuff that try to bully people out of their content. And, I just don't understand. Everybody don't get the same energy. Why is it that this side gets so much flack about talking about stuff that's literally on the internet, but the other side is cool? And based off of what I see, it ain't nothing, no defaming or nothing coming from this side. Ain't no defaming or lies or none of that coming from this side. But they trying to bully us out of our content. Stop watching us. Watch who you support. If you support them, then watch them. I feel like the platforms will run so much smoothly if everybody mind the business that pays them. Period. If you don't support Pac, if you can't stand me, I don't know who you are. I'm not checking for none of y'all. Especially no trolls in the comments. I have no clue who you are, but you know me. And then when you call them out about knowing you, they quick to say, oh, I don't know you, I don't watch you. Clearly you do. Because where's the aggression coming from? If you don't know me, you wouldn't have no aggression towards me in the comments. So clearly you know who I am, or you got a perception of me based on somebody else's perception and not your own. And that's weird energy, weird behavior. Because ain't no way. Ain't no way. But like I said, if everybody mind their own platforms, this sector would run so much smoother. If you don't support certain people in the sector, then don't watch them. Period. Don't watch them. Go where you're fond. Go where you actually like what they doing and what they talking about. That's how much easier and smoother this sector will run if it was actually operated like that. Because I don't think it's y'all. I actually watch a lot of other sectors, and I don't think none of the other sectors that I've watched have these type of problems. Like, that is weird behavior. Ain't nobody making you watch me or watching a whole 2-hour live just to see if I'm going to mention Bree's name. Y'all people are weird. For real, for real. Because I'm only giving my supporters what they want. If that's what they want me to talk about, then that's what I'm going to talk about. I go where the numbers go, baby. I go where the numbers go. Hey, Tony Lightner. Like, I just don't understand them, y'all. Like, it's weird to me. I've never experienced nothing like this in my life. These people are weird for real. And it be older senior citizen women. Like, y'all. Y'all too old for that. I'm going to just say that. My aunties would never. My mama would never. Like, that is weird to me. I don't get it, y'all. I just don't get it, baby. Who sent me that? I don't want to say your government name. I'm going to just say Shell. Thank you, Shell, for the Cash App and your support, my girl. She said for great content as always. Thank you, Shell. I didn't want to say you because sometimes y'all put y'all YouTube name in the comments on Cash App, but I don't be wanting to put y'all government names out there. Hey, Sid. Ms. White says, sounds so logical and easy to do, but when they fester and wallow in hate, that's all they spew. It's crazy. Like, you won't catch me in none of their comments. Not, well, I don't want to put no names out there, but you won't catch me in none of their comments over there. None of them. Because if I dislike what you talk about, I'm not going to be in your comments harassing you on your page. You can't even find that one screenshot of me commenting in Laonia's stuff. Period. Not even from the beginning of the saga, because I don't do that. That's her page and her platform to do as she choose, and I be hoping to get the same respect because I don't go on other people's stuff trying to dictate how they move and what they do on their platform. But it's sad that you don't get the same respect on yours. It's real sad. Like, these trolls are getting out of hand. Hey, Peaches. Stop watching. Stop. Like, they done made trolling a profession without the pay. That is crazy to me. They be working full-time hours without the pay, baby. It could never be me. It could never be me. I'm sorry. I'm chosen. I'm logging off social media permanently when I hit 65. Y'all ain't gonna be talking about me. And it's not so much logging off when you hit 65. It's moving with grace. It's about acting your age and moving accordingly. Some of these people don't act their age. That's the problem. Like, they acting like kids. And I bet you any money they families don't know what they doing on social media. I bet you any money they don't. Because that's disgusting. Very childish and immature. Because I know if that was my mama doing stuff like that, first of all, why are you trolling people on social media at your big old age? That's not cute. That is not cute, child. What's up, Pump Your Brakes? What's up, bro? That is not cute, y'all. I just don't get these people, even though I know, regardless of me speaking on it or not, it's not going to change what people want to do. I know I can dictate what happens on my platform, which is why y'all don't see too many trolls even comment, because I cut that dry. I cut their water off at the door. Like, it's always on subscriber mode over here. You ain't gonna get a chance. Matter of fact, you get one good chance, because if you subscribe to my channel, just to wait 3 days to put a crazy, ridiculous comment, make it your best comment, because that's the last one you're gonna get before I ban you. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's not that serious, baby. I'm not about to be arguing with nobody on social media over somebody else's business. It's not that serious. Y'all taking it a little too far. Hey, Miss Denise. Hey, Egyptian. Hey, Dondi. Miss Beverly. Dondi say mature. Wait, Tawana said, and they don't realize even responding give them what they want. That's why I don't respond either. Dondi say mature kids end up being mature adults. Other than that, people are who they will always be. I agree. Ro Baby said that's what they do, Pac. Yup. Hey, Stanford Mom. What's up, sis? Thank you. Who's him? Thank you, Jazzy Red, for that cash app, and Miss Aminda. Love you guys. Thank y'all for y'all support. But it's just aggravating sometimes, because it's like, bruh, what are these people doing? If you notice, damn near everybody that started in the saga is still here. Still here. Regardless of they talk about the saga or not, they're still in the midst of the sector. So that should tell you right there, you can't stop people from speaking or doing what they want on their platform. So at this point, you need to stop what you're doing, because it got to be something wrong with what you're doing if what you think you're doing is right and you're not accomplishing nothing. One thing I always do every night, regardless of what situation I'm in, what business I'm dealing with or not, is I pray over myself and I pray over the people that's closest to me. And I always tell God, if it's meant to do me harm, return it back to the sender. Period. I am a God-fearing woman only. I fear no man, baby. And that's why I always tell y'all don't send me nothing, because I don't care about none of that. I don't care about nobody trying to dig up no information on me. Or I don't care about that. That won't stop nothing over here. That won't affect me at all. I'm not a criminal. Never been to jail. I don't even have a traffic ticket, baby. Literally. No speeding ticket. So I don't worry about stuff like that. I really don't. At the end of the day, all of that is done out of malice, because they don't want us talking about certain people. But that's bullying. You can't stop me like that. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about, period. But what you can do is move along. Go where you actually enjoy the commentary. That's what you can do for you, because it's real crazy if you disturbing your own peace by watching people who you don't agree with. That's real fugazi. Because if I know I disagree with what you're talking about, I'm not going to get my blood pressure raised up or disturb my own peace by listening to somebody I'm not fond of. That's crazy work. Who does that? You supposed to be enjoying your life, not disturbing your own peace. Make it make sense. Why are you in the chat of somebody that's getting you upset, baby? That's not cool. That is not cool. Like, I'm bothering you that bad, but you could just walk away. Like, make it make sense. Who crazy enough to disturb their own peace? You supposed to protect your peace, not disrupt it. Like, that's, child, y'all. Oh, Lord. It's just weird. It's just so weird to me. It is so weird, child. Hey, Anissa. Anissa said they are miserable and they want you to be miserable as well. They could never accomplish that. It took a long time to get to this piece, baby. And the only person that'll ever disrupt it is myself. And that's not happening either. But I'm about to get off of that topic, y'all, because I just wanted to put that into the atmosphere. Because I just don't see the point. Like, support who you support. Period. Because what you don't realize is you taking away some support from the actual person that you claim you support by putting in all that work to try to stop and go against somebody who you claim you don't support. That's what they don't realize. Because while you in my chat watching all my lives to see if I say one single thing about the person you claim you support, then your absence is very much missing on the person you support. So you're not helping them by watching my lives, baby. You're supporting me. I don't understand how that's not clicking. Hey, Cancer 66, that's what they don't realize, y'all. If you watching my lives 24/7 or every time I go live or put a video out, how is that supporting or helping the person that you claim you support? If you gonna support them, then support them. Just like I tell my supporters, don't bring me negativity. What you think that person want? I don't think they too fond of people bringing them negativity, disturbing their peace either. We gotta make it make some type of sense. Anyways, so I'm gonna play a little piece of my video for y'all. Hey, Miss Lisa, because I definitely want y'all to go watch it, because I just released it earlier, so I don't know if everybody got a chance to watch it. So I don't want to just play it all in my live and then y'all don't go watch it. I'm gonna just play a little piece that I feel is very important. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull it up. post on her Instagram early on in the saga where she said, and this was also a post and delete, y'all. This the ABUSE I was talking about for 6 years. Emotional and mentally draining daily. Emotional and mentally draining daily. The house was in my name. He couldn't get a place because of the eviction. He finally got approved after paying double deposit and rent. He says I didn't help him through his cancer journey. I'm such a bad wife and a liar and crazy, but he wouldn't leave. Never. So why do y'all think I called the police? He would never leave. And she specified she would call the police because he would never leave. It had nothing to do with physical anything. Make it make sense.
The more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Guys, hit that button right down there and subscribe.
Dang, my bad, y'all. I want to play. I did not want to play the little man saying the more you F around, the more you're going to find out. And that other part was him. But this is the receipt that I found that I wanted y'all to see, child. This is an older receipt from early on in the saga. Of course, it was a post and delete. And JB, I didn't mean no harm, boo, but I'm just so aggravated with people sending me stuff. Like, I don't want to see none of that, y'all. Like, I cannot stress this enough. It cannot affect me if I don't see it. They can't do nothing to me. People, talking and saying all these different things, none of that affects me. Like, if they crazy enough to do some incriminating stuff, we'll get to that when it comes. If it reaches me, I'm going to just say that. If it reaches me, if they're crazy enough to do something that warrants me getting my lawyer involved or anything like that, that's different. But other than that, people just saying stuff and selling wolf tick, I don't care about none of that. I've been in this saga 2 years, child, and I've been untouched. Literally. So, people have the right to say how they feel on their own stuff. That does not bother me. It's not affecting me. So, like I say, I don't have nothing against nobody, but just don't send it to me, y'all. I don't care. It can't disturb my peace if I don't see it, and I don't go looking for it myself. So, that's it. That's all, child. I love you more, Sierra. And thank you, Miss Lolita. Hey, Miss Nina. Hey, my Karen. I hope you're doing better. Hey, Miss Geraldine. So, this receipt, y'all, this is something Lanya posted early on in the saga, and I literally forgot I had this, but it says this was on Instagram, and it was a video clip actually, but she deleted it, of course. So it says the ABUSE I was talking about for 6 years, emotional and mentally draining daily, nothing about physical. She says the house was in my name. He couldn't get a place because of the eviction. He finally got approved after paying double deposit and rent. So that means he got approved, baby. So that means it was a point where he actually had the house in his name and y'all was living with him. So, who is that? Hey, Miss Shawnee's Inspiration Station. So she also says, he says I didn't help him through his cancer journey. Because y'all know now she tried to say, oh, he didn't have cancer. But it's a lot of posts out there, even after the separation, where she validated that he did, right? And if you want to keep it a buck, keep it all the way a buck, the only way we knew of him even having cancer or the gene or anything is because of her. Because he didn't want it to come to social media. So if you're going to call something out about that situation, you need to call her out as number one in the line. Because nobody on social media would have known about cancer or the gene or anything about that dealing with his family had she not came to her platform looking for prayer warriors saying her husband just been diagnosed with cancer. That came from her. Keep that in mind when y'all want to call out lies dealing with a cancer situation. Because what I heard on that doctor's video was, you do understand that there's cancer there, right? That's what I heard the doctor say. And saying we're going to have, the only way to remove it is to remove your stomach. That's what I heard. That's the video clip that I have. Anyways, so he says, I didn't help him through his cancer journey. I'm such a bad wife and a liar and crazy, but he wouldn't leave. Never. So why, my bad, y'all, it's hard to see on my end. So why do y'all think I called the police? He would never leave. But according to her, she called the police because it was physical situations, right? But this receipt says she called him because he would never leave. Because of the draining mental and emotional situation, or because she was on the rent receipt. So she felt like every time they got into a verbal situation, she was going to call the police to try to get him to leave because her name was on the rent receipt. That's what I'm getting right here. Let me know how y'all feel about this receipt. What do y'all take from this receipt? Definitely deflection. Blessed beyond measure. Donda say Brianna's whole life went from sugar to ish right for our eyes, just like her main facts. That's true. That's true, because you know what? They can say whatever they want, y'all. But at the end of the day, she portrayed himself to be a big stepper, IMBD status, and all of that. But then if you think about, matter of fact, I might do a video and compare the two. Her energy in the beginning towards him to now. Because the most recent video on Instagram that she did, she was calling him a Build-A-Bear. But in the beginning, she wanted everybody to believe that he was such this big actor, A-list actor, big stepper. That energy totally changed. She went from saying she wanted to get married again. If y'all remember, she was literally saying, before the divorce was finalized, they was all geeked up putting wedding dates in her comments and on posts and all of this. The minute them divorce papers signed, it's crickets about a marriage. Oh, I don't want to get married. That's for y'all. Everybody don't have to get married just because they bring a baby into the situation. It went to that. See, people don't be paying attention. For real, for real. Because she had the biggest energy towards getting married to this clown before the divorce papers was finalized. But now it's, oh, y'all trying to force y'all beliefs on me, and everybody don't have to get married. You could be a single mom and still make it. Da, 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 da. But that wasn't the energy that you was given before. She claimed, if y'all remember, she claimed that RH was holding up the divorce and holding it up from her getting married to him, Zell. Why they not married now? Matter of fact, where is he? Because it's given very much they ain't together, child. Hey, Talia. And I told y'all I didn't feel like they was together no more. I told y'all. Ever since that Mexico trip, I've been feeling like they've been separated since then. But just putting on a front certain things, a front on social media. That's the energy that I got. Wait, let me go up. Hold up. And I could have sworn I see somebody in the comments say she had put single on her page again, but she deleted it. I don't know how true that was, but I think I seen somebody say that. Y'all let me know if y'all seen that too. Exactly, Miss Shawnee. It's the truth. Like, at this point, I feel like no, RH is not perfect, y'all. He's human. He's human at the end of the day. They both are, to keep it a buck and to be unbiased. They both are human. But I feel like an apology definitely needs to be given to that man, because they have definitely affected his livelihood with certain lies that were put out on the internet. Period. Ain't no ifs and buts about it or any way around it. Especially with Miss Amore validating it by saying they falsified that ABUSE picture that was actually him Zell's work and said it was RH's. A lot of that affected his livelihood because a lot of people have it implanted in their heads that he's an ABUSER based off of what these people are saying. If you got the proof, you got the proof. But don't every time something gets rebutted or shut down, it's a different story. It don't work like that. The truth stands alone. You don't need to revamp the truth. You don't need to keep adding stuff to the truth. That only happens with lies. Like when they say, oh, well, he didn't do this, but he did this. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. The claims and the reason why a lot of us women even got into this situation because it was a claim that he was a physical ABUSER. Period. All that other stuff is irrelevant. Because none of us is living in that household. As far as if he lied about owning a truck or he lied about this on a skit, that don't matter. That don't matter. Most of the influencers lie by their skits all the time. It's called acting. Like, let's make it make some type of sense. But the most detrimental and malicious lies came from who? We all know where those lies came from. The little lies that they talk about against RH, that ain't hurt nobody, baby. But the ones that the ex-wife put out, child, listen. Anytime you on a video, a very public video that goes viral saying somebody got a GUN and there's no GUN in sight, and the fact that those police officers showed up, GUNs ablazing with the dogs and all of that, that's detrimental. Those are the type of lies that can be bad. I'm going to just say that. Real bad. Pretty much what it was. RH has never been to jail. Facts. Hey, Talia. I probably spoke to you already. Let me go back up. That receipt is BS. Himself missing along with his mama. Oh, what? He sure is. Because the last thing he posted was that video. If y'all remember, I was on my live last time and he posted that video kind of insinuating that he had something to tell the supporters. And y'all remember, I think it was on members only. Y'all. And y'all was like, Pac, he ain't even say nothing. It's clickbait. And he basically, it was like a little 4-minute live, y'all, of him saying, don't worry about the naysayers. Let God, whatever. And he got off the live and people, I'm thinking he actually said something about the baby or whatever. He ain't said nothing about that baby, child. They in the comments talking about congratulations on your son. Congratulations on your mini-me. I'm thinking he got on that live to say, oh yeah, y'all, it's a boy. I'm so excited. That man ain't mentioned nothing about no baby on that little 4-minute live. It's like they trying to force it up on him like on you too. They just like her, child. You can't make a man want something that he don't want. What they not realizing. That's what they fail to realize. And shout out to the person who said, somebody told me this. I think it was in the comments one day. I don't remember who said it, but they was like, the difference between RH and him, Zell, is RH saying he didn't want to be no daddy was in private. That was a private argument with him and his wife where they were heated and both saying stuff, right? She brought it to the internet. But him, Zell, on the other hand, brought it to the internet himself, saying he don't want to be no daddy. That makes all the difference, baby. Because at the end of the day, even though R.A. said that, he still was her husband, y'all. That's what people fail to realize. He still was her husband. He still was helping her with her kids. And if you watch that video, Memory Lane video, the true revelations that I just showed y'all this clip on right here, you'll see where I posted a receipt, another receipt I found of RH in 2 separate pictures that he posted of Laonia's middle son, the little chocolate one, 2 different school events that he attended as his dad. And Laonia was in the comments talking about, y'all forever twinning. See, it would be stuff like that that she would post. That's why we never knew that a biological father was even in the picture. Because of stuff like that. That's why nobody never knew. Sleepy was nowhere around, y'all. But they want to play on that man top and call him a DEAD beat dad. Like, that's crazy to me. A DEAD beat dad is non-existent. They won't have no parts. You won't even see them trying at all. That's the difference. Hey, Anomaly. You won't see them trying. Hey, Loveless Tay. Wait. She says, I feel like I owe him an apology because she is very convincing, while she is the prime example of why you can't jump conclusions until the receipts get printed out. Laugh out loud, minding my business. And I feel like a lot of people fell victim to believing the woman, because that's what women do, is that a lot of people actually that's on this side believed her first. Believe her first. Because you're not thinking as a woman, especially when you move a certain way, you're not thinking that as a woman would actually get on a public platform and lie about DV. You're not thinking that. So, of course, you're going to sympathize with that person and, believe them initially. And like the Me Too movement says, you believe the victim first and then you analyze. You check out the receipts and whatnot. So, but, I mean, like I said, a lot of people did believe her initially until different receipts start coming out. Then it was like, okay, hold up. Something ain't right, baby. Something ain't right, child. Something ain't right. But I feel like another thing too should tell a lot, y'all, is the fact that one thing that a lot of people say is women are known to protect their ABUSERSs. And I would say that's somewhat of a fact. I would definitely say that's somewhat of a fact. So what makes me look at this situation differently is because she didn't protect RH. She drug him for filth on social media. But guess who she is protecting? Himzel, Clonel, Janelle. That's who she is protecting, though. And I have a clip of her saying in one of those interviews, we known to protect our ABUSERs from public backlash, whatever. And she definitely did that, y'all. She even came online and cried and said, he has never, ever, she just kept going on and on. ABUSED me. Even though we know that wasn't true. But that was her protecting her ABUSER. Something that she didn't do for RH. She came out full-fledged saying, he broke her finger and this and that with the toe. She ain't protect him. That's why I don't understand when people kept saying, she been protecting him. Or that's her protecting him. Baby, that you ain't protecting nobody coming out publicly on a platform with millions of followers saying this and that. That's not you protecting my image. I don't know who told you that, but that's not protecting nobody's image. Child, bye. Thank you, Hercules, for the super sticker. Thank you for your support. That's not protecting nobody's image, child. Nope. Ain't nobody gonna hire. Ariana said, how many times was he ABUSED by her? Okay, listen. Big facts. How many times? How many times? They won't say that, though. They won't say that. Because she get away with a lot. And another thing that I find interesting, because I was watching I always watch my own videos after I post them, y'all. What's up, D-Ham? What's up, bro? I always watch my own videos after I post them, right? So it was a part in the video that I posted that from Miss Amora. And Miss Amora was saying, this is when she did the exposure video on Himzel on her page. And it was a part where she said, um that Himzel would tell Bree, I made you and nobody would something if it wasn't for me, whatever, whatever. So what clicked is when I posted my video yesterday and I was listening to it. And if y'all remember that rant that Bree did on Instagram, she was calling Himzel a build a bear. She was saying, y'all go unfollow him. If it wouldn't be for me, none of y'all would know who he was. And all she was saying all these different things. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, well, damn, Miss Amara just said in that other clip that she can't stand when a man tells that to a woman. So what about when a woman tells it to a man? Because Bree gave the exact same energy to Himzel that they claim RH gave to Bree. We didn't have no proof of RH even telling her that. Well, I've never heard it. But she gave that exact same energy. That's real weird to me. Real weird. She definitely has a lot of signs of being the ABUSER. We already know she could be the aggressor because that's what happened in that tote incident. The pepper spray and all of that. Even the video saying, do something, do something. Ain't no victim moving like that. Child, we trying to get away from that man. We trying to get away from that ABUSER. We ain't trying to go toe to toe and catch a fade with him. The fuck? Ain't no, I'm sorry, y'all. This ain't even funny, but it's funny the way I said it. Ain't no real victim trying to catch a fade with their ABUSER. We ain't running up on them. We probably hiding in the closet, hiding in the bathroom, something like that. We ain't running up on them trying to catch a fade, talking about do something, do something. It don't go like that, baby. It does not go like that. And yes, some victims do fight back, but they're not initiating it, like I said. It's a difference between fighting back and mutual combat or initiating it. It's a big difference, baby. A big difference. You can fight back to try to save your own LIFE. My bad, y'all. You can definitely fight back. But that's a difference between that and mutual combat. Are you starting it, being the aggressor? And I don't feel like a lot of people know the difference clearly. Because that was a clear indicator in that video. Hey, Anointed. That was a clear indicator in that video of her saying, do something, do something. She was not a victim, child. She was not. Never in the history of ninjadom have I ever heard a victim say something like that. Period. If anything, you trying to suck up to them. You trying to say whatever you can to get them to leave you alone, to back off, to stop, whatever. You ain't throwing out fighting words, child, like you a whole gangster in the streets. Like you in a gang. What? Oh my God. Like, that's not happening. Thank you, Miss Nina. Yes, y'all, please hit the like button for me. Y'all can also throw me a little tip on that Cash App if y'all want to tip your girl. DJ say that lady have a bipolar disorder. I think she forget what she says or posts. It's so many contradicting posts or lies she put out. I can't believe people. And you know what, DJ? This is why I say, especially in this storyline, at this point, it don't even matter, y'all, because these people that support them over there have already made it clear that they gonna support them through whatever. So that means there's no change in their minds. At this point, it's about y'all and the new people that come along. Them over there, child, listen. If they want to, that speaks to their morals and their integrity and their values. Because once you show me a different side, once you show me that you're willing to go this far to put something on a person, I can't rock with you like that. I can't support you like that. Because you can't call out a liar or, be an advocate for calling out and exposing lies and this and that if you doing it too. And you doing it with malice intent. Everybody lie. Everybody tells lies. But it's some lies that are way more detrimental than others. Especially when you lying out of malice intent. Like, that's crazy work. That's crazy to me. So at this point, it's like, it don't, a lot of stuff, it really don't pay, because a lot of those people believe what they want, y'all. They don't care what's going on. They gonna rock with it. I remember, hey Rise, I remember a lot of those supporters over there, saying that they didn't care, what Bree did. They still was gonna support her. They don't care if she lied. A lot of them said that. It was a lot that was in Miss Amore's comments begging her not to say nothing, not to expose himself. Why not? If that's what y'all stand for. Like, really? Are you literally in this latest comments telling her don't expose himself, but it's okay to expose the ex-husband? Through lies? That shows you what we dealing with here. Ain't no way. It is no way. Especially if y'all say y'all support her. How y'all support her, but y'all want to keep what's being done to her under wraps? I don't get it. And I can understand people saying, well, it's her business to tell. No, it don't always work like that. Because sometimes we'll have to deal with that conscience of allowing something to happen and then something detrimental happens, right? Some type of unaliving happens or something like that, and now we gotta deal with that on our conscience forever. We can't get over it because we knew we could have said something to try to prevent or avoid it. Because most victims ain't gonna get out of a situation. They live in delusion. They living in a certain state of mind. If you've been a victim, then you know what I'm talking about. You don't ever feel like you're gonna get away from your ABUSER until you actually do. And you're going to protect them at all costs, because it's like most ABUSER, if not all, know how to manipulate their victims. They know how to wordplay. They know how to keep you there. Oh, I'ma change. That's one time. I ain't gonna never do it again. And it ain't to say you crazy, stupid, or none of that. It's just a state of mind. It's just a state of mind that you're in the moment. A lot of times they'll use threatening statements against your family members and all of that. And you not knowing what's going to actually happen, because look what he doing to you. So that's what people fail to realize. You don't always leave it up to the person to speak up, because if something happens to that person, yeah, they grown, whatever. But if something happens, then it's human nature for it to be sitting on your conscience. And then you got to deal with that. You got to deal with that. So, the best thing you can do is let it out and be done with it. Now, what happens moving forward is what happens. But I'm not leaving that on my conscience, because I don't want somebody to stop talking to me. Or, that's what they said, y'all. They was worried about her no longer speaking to them. Really? Ain't that much obsessiveness in this world. She ain't doing nothing for y'all. Nothing. That child, that takes idolization to a whole different level. Could never be me. I will never idolize a person that much. Ain't no way, baby. Ain't no way. I'm sorry. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Like, they would, child. I ain't even going backwards. Thank you, Miss Kathy, for the Cash App. Thank you for your support, my girl. That is crazy. Michelle the Bell says she protected him because she tired of looking stupid. Wants to make everything look perfect, but everyone knows it is not. Yup, because Miss Amore said that on her video. She said that that's why they didn't come out and say nothing. They was covering up for it because LaOnya didn't want to go through another public breakup and didn't want RH and his supporters to know that they were right. So she dealt with it. This is my thing, though. This is where it gets tricky, y'all. Well, not really tricky, but crazy. Okay, I could understand a person not wanting to go through a public breakup, but you can go through one in private. Why are you still holding on to that in private? Because if you learn to keep your business off the internet, she could have still broke up with him and just not told the internet nothing. Just move on with your life. Guess what? Ain't nobody gonna know nothing. All they can do is speculate. All people can do is speculate when they don't know what's going on. So it's one thing to say you don't want to go through a public breakup, and another to just still sit and deal with it. Because like I said, she could have still broke up with him in private and never brought it to the internet until people start seeing she done moved on again. And then maybe by that time it'd be too late to even say something else. So that's the crazy part. Like, ain't no way I'm about to settle for my peace being disturbed and dealing with that in private just to prove a point to a bunch of strangers on the internet who I don't even live with and don't know for real. That's crazy, y'all. So you rather deal with a ABUS IVE ninja just because you don't want people to think that they was right about you moving on too fast, than to get out of that situation and just deal with it. Trust me, public embarrassment don't last long. People that said I told you so, but I guarantee you, and this is where they got it misconstrued. I can only speak for myself, but I would much rather, especially for the sake of those kids, I would much rather her get out of that situation than stay in it, because babies are being affected. Like, of course we would have said he was a no good ninja, you move on too fast, whatever, but that's better than actually sitting there and dealing with it. That's crazy. All right. Me either, Miss Lolita, but some did. Hey, Miss Stephanie Anderson. Donnie said, I never believe her either. We all seen how good he treated her. It got bad when he saw her true colors, I'm sure. Talk about no skills. She can't even cook or clean, let alone anything else. And that's the crazy part. We all did see it. They seen it too. Because what they failed to realize is a lot of his support a lot of her support came from him. Those were his supporters. His fan base was mainly women. So they seen it too. And they can see the difference now. Just with the little stuff that's come out that she's put out herself, as far as making lives, calling him a Build-A-Bear and saying he disgusting, he pick boogers, he don't do this, he don't do that. They see all of that, y'all. Just because they ignore it don't mean they don't see it. So a lot of people see a lot of that. They know the difference. You can see the difference. Just because it ain't called out on that end, that don't mean they don't see it. They talking about it in private, though, I can guarantee you that. Just like we heard all them audios of them speaking how they really feel about her in private. They definitely talking about her. Especially the ones that's closest to her. They was on audio, they was talking about her house and all kind of stuff, being dirty, all of that. And like I said, you can see the difference. Look at the dynamic. Look at the family dynamic. They can say what they want about RH, but one thing they can't say is them kids wasn't always dressed when he was there. They wasn't always doing they was definitely always doing family functions together. You didn't see her daddy always babysitting when RH was there. None of that. None of that. Because he maintained that discipline, that structure, and that family dynamic. You don't see that now. You don't see that now. And that speaks big volumes. Big volumes. And the old school heads should know exactly what I'm talking about. Regardless of what side you own, who you support, who you don't support, you can see the difference in the family dynamic, period. Period. And I guarantee you they talking about it in private. Because that was their issues. If y'all notice, most of them that came from that side, that was their issues. They seen it. They seen it. RH was the one cooking and cleaning and everything over that child. Thank you, my Karen, for the cash up blessing. Love you to say thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your support. They seen it, y'all. And they definitely speaking on it. They from speaking on her house to the kids to the skincare line, all of them that's supposed to be close to her that was scared that she was going to stop talking to them, all of them played a role in discussing her in a negative way behind the scenes based on audios and stuff and people that then came from that side. All of them played a role. So that speaks volumes. The J say that finger was bro one day and it would have splint. Child. And a day later, she was dancing to Mr. Poe. I remember that. That finger was nothing. Ain't no way. She would have felt that at that house. It wouldn't have took her hours later to determine it. I don't care what nobody say. If you had a broken bone or anything like that, a sprain, you gonna feel it instantly, especially if it's broken. You're gonna feel it. It ain't gonna take hours for you to feel it or for it to swell. Period. Unless you add a little stank to it. You did bump it again or something to make it worse. Ain't no way, baby. Hey, Bronx girl. Egyptian say, see, that's her problem. She ain't never had a good A whipping by a female anyway. Wait, let's see. Okay. Yes, Christy. Watch the replay, girl. Thank you for being a 2-month member, Miss Lolita. We're going to have a members only live tomorrow, y'all. Definitely tomorrow. Because we got to do our Love Pop Part 2 before this month is over with. Hey, Tokyo Blues. I'm going to create that other cash app for the Love Pot. Once I get off here. Hey, Tanya Lewis. If you are not a member, go grab that membership. Hey, Rebecca Cry. Hey, Miss Asana. Oh, Lord. Train is suspending my car when I get home. I got her. Thank you, Miss Asana. And thank you in advance. Because you do be sending stuff to Ham all the time, child. Hey, Miss Janice. Thank you for the other super sticker Hercules. Thank y'all for y'all support. Wait, let me work my way down. What's up, Parts God? You know about that fade. Listen, you ain't been in the streets for real. You don't know what it is to catch that fade, baby. Catch that one-on-one fade, okay? I don't want to say the other word. Hey, Brittany Tyner. Doctor say she definitely been the hand that fed her. Now look, downgrades all over the place. Insult to injury, treat kids like, listen, and you know what, reading that, if y'all think about those messages that Dawn released between RH and LaOnya, matter of fact, I'm gonna read it on members only tomorrow. We're gonna go over it again. He was telling her she can't keep a man and she dealing with living in her karma, and she was like, no, that's you going through karma. We blessed over here, whatever. Of course she's in denial, but she's definitely living in her karma. No woman want to hear the man telling them that. Like, I know that had to hit her soul, baby, because that's, oh Lord, child, bye. Ain't no yo, that's a hurtful feeling. That is a hurtful feeling, child. What you talking about, Miss Shawn? Vibe with Miss Shawn. I don't see her. But y'all, is she live right now, Ariane? Okay, that's where we going, y'all. Cause I was looking forward to that live. Y'all head on over to Vibe with Miss Shawn's live. I think her and Upper doing a live breaking down the divorce decree, unbiasedly, right? So y'all head on over there. I'm gonna meet y'all over there because I was definitely looking forward to watching that one. So we're gonna go over that together. Okay, make sure y'all say Pac sent y'all in the building. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for y'all support. I will be back live with y'all tomorrow. Y'all know how it go. I'll be back live tomorrow. Thank y'all for all y'all overall support. Now let's go on over there and tune in, baby. We're gonna tune in. Y'all have a blessed evening. Stay safe in these YouTube streets, because these YouTube streets ain't safe. Okay.